Hi guys, welcome back to Honest Straightforward Reviews. Today I am doing a comparison between the Beoplay H95 and the Beoplay HX on my right. Before I continue, I'd like to let you guys know this channel completely survives on your subscriptions, watching my video and liking them. So if you'd like to see more of my work, all you have to do is subscribe and watch videos and like them. Now, this video will be segmented in a few sections. First of all, I'll be doing a unboxing of both. If you want to see the proper unboxing of each of these, they'll be up on the top right hand side, followed by a look at what you get inside the box, such as the case, the cabling and all that. Then I'll be doing a physical comparison of both the headphones, after which I'll be talking about their features such as noise cancellation, transparency mode, call quality, and in the end I'll be comparing the sound quality. Let's get the unboxing underway. Let's start off with the HX, then we'll move on to the H95. Okay, let's look at the box for the HX. So you get a box that has, for my taste, a tiny bit too much information, although it is quite clear. But when you move on to the H95, you can see what I'm talking about. This is the kind of boxes Apple is famous for. So nice and clear, there's nothing on there, and just very simplistic. All right, let's give the box an open up. I've got my assistant, my son, over here. Looking at the box inside, it's quite soft, and you get the case. Okay, now inside the box you basically get some paperwork and the manual, and that's basically it. You don't get much inside the box. Okay, let's give the H95 an open up. Okay, you get inside a memory foam that is very luxurious to protect the case. So this is the case, and in there you get a couple of things. So you get a very soft
cleaning.
You get a very soft
Cleaning.
A very soft a very soft microfiber cloth with it, and you also get some manuals as well to go with it. If you want to see all of that in detail, you'll have to watch my unboxing video. Okay, let's look at the cases. I'll do the HX first. This has superseded the H9, which did not have a case at all. This case is quite nice. It's fabric. It's got the Bang & Olufsen logo in the center, and that's the back. For the zipper, it's a cloth zipper, and I'm getting my assistant to help me out. Thank you, and let's give this an open. Now, opening it up, it's quite nice inside. It's not soft though, it is quite hard, but I guess that will protect your headphones. Let's put the headphones aside for a second. I like the case. It's nice and flat, and it can go anywhere you like, and it's got a bit of a flap. When you open it up, you get a USB to USB-C charger and a 3.5 headphone jack. That's been done. Let's look at the H95. So you get a metal looking plastic case. So this is actually plastic, it's not metal, and it's color matched to your headphones. The metal case is quite nice to look at, but I would love to see how it would do over time, because this will be very scratched over use. Okay, now opening it up, okay, now I'll put the headphones aside for now. We're not looking at the headphones. Inside is very soft cloth, and if you open that bit up, it's got a little compartment for all the cabling. Now if you want to look at the cabling in detail, you can do it in my unboxing, but it's got fabric color matched cabling, which is a USB-C to USB, airplane adapter, and a 3.5 to 3.5 headphone jack. Now this is how both the headphones look side by side. The metal on this is a bit shiny, and this has got titanium metal used for all of its metal parts. Also, you get lamb leather on both, so the leather is lambskin leather, which is quite soft. You get fabric inside. However, the H95, it's got a bit of a better cushioning for your head. Not to say that the HX is any worse. The HX continue with the H9 design, with the way everything is done, from the cups, how some bits are plastic and some bits are metal, to the touch interface in the middle, and everything like that has been copied over from the H9. The H95 is a different design with oval cups. Now the HX, you do the replacement in the same easy way as the H9, and what you will be doing is lining that little dot with this little dot, and it actually tells you which cup it goes onto, and you just put it back on. Now the H95 take a leaf out of the book of Airport Max, and they make it a lot easier with magnetic ear cups. Now both of them, again, lambskin leather in here. However, these have a bit of a slant to it, as you can see when I take it off, and the sensors sit there to complement the way your ear is structured. Other than that, there's quite a bit of differences on the headphones themselves as well. For starters, you get the buttons in a different form, whereas the buttons on the H95 are circular. These are more in a pill shaped, and they have on the left side, they both have the same sort of layout, where you've got the customizable button, you've got the USB-C, you've got the headphone jack, few mics, and on the right side you've got the touch controls, the volume controls, and you've got the power button. Let's look at the H95. The H95 adds a few things. For example, how it folds inwards. The second thing it adds is, yes, it's got the dot style button, whereas on the left side it's got a dial to control the noise cancellation, while on the right side it still has the Bluetooth on-off button, but you get the USB-C and headphone jack on the right side instead of the left side as with the HX and H9. And you also get a volume dial, which gives you a much better control, in my opinion, when compared to the touch one on here. You still get to tap and skip forward and skip backwards with that. The resistance and everything else, the arms, they feel quite the same design. However, if you look at them closely, they're a bit of an angle going there, whereas these guys look a bit more straight when you're looking at it. Coming out and going in, resistance is about the same, and also looking at the HX, they're about the same. Going in is a bit harder with the HX. Now looking at the app, they basically get the same sort of app. The only difference that you'll see in the H95 is wind reduction. The wind reduction is excellent in this. It absolutely reduces the wind. Both of them have supreme noise cancellation with call quality. I've used them next to a lawnmower. I've done a layout PC test and had people call me, and they could not tell I was mowing the lawn or next to a layout PC with fans, and I've used them everywhere. However, one thing I would like to add is you get a kind of suppression that happens with noise cancellation to your music. It kind of muffles it a tiny bit. With the H95, that muffle is to the lowest I have heard in most headphones. Especially with the dial, you can fine tune it to the amount that you want, and if you go all the way, it turns on transparency mode. Now the transparency mode on both are really good. However, the H95s are very unique with the transparency mode, whereas I feel like the voices that I heard while I was talking to people were made me feel like I was there in the room with them without these headphones on. That's something magical that the H95 does very well. Now let's go on to sound. The HX are a tiny bit bassier. The H95 have a very neutral profile when it comes to music. The H95 do a very good job when it comes to sound. I like them, can't fault them at all, and the HX sound the same to me. Most articles when they're reviewing these headphones would be focusing on the high notes, mid notes and low frequencies. I don't do that. I focus on how they sound and how they make me feel. I focus on clarity. Both are very clear. The high notes, mid notes and low frequencies are different for everyone. It needs to be a high impedance headphones with a wired connection to lossless files. If you're listening via Bluetooth and you're listening through apps such as Apple Music or YouTube, and they're just normal files, they don't have that true essence of that. So these headphones are Bluetooth, they'll be used for Bluetooth. That's why I don't focus on them too much. So what you need to understand from these headphones, sound wise, both of these headphones have a very clear, crisp sound where you can distinguish between each of the instruments that are being played. I absolutely like them in regards to that. The only thing that you will notice on the H95, as previously mentioned, the H95 do a really good job at is playing music with noise cancellation turned on. The noise cancellation doesn't muffle the music as much as the HX do, but it's hardly noticeable. It's only something that I noticed when I was going between these headphones, testing them out and really paying attention to those sort of things. They are half the price of the H95, the HXs. I bought them for a lot lower than $880, but they're at $880 Australian dollars, whereas these guys are at $1650 Australian dollars. Other than the headphones having the oval shaped cutout, I really like the oval shape, but I don't think it's worth paying double the amount. Personally, I'd go for the HX if you were tossing between both. However, you get a very nice case with the H95. It's a very subjective matter where you have to decide for yourself whether the H95 are worth paying double for the HX. Basically, you get the same sort of material with the lambskin, the same sort of sound quality, a few pegs with the H95. I'll let you guys decide. I'd personally, between these two, I'd personally go for the HX as it gives me all of what H95 does. Thank you for watching it to the end. I hope you guys can comment and let me know which one would you be going for. Take good care. Bye bye.